So you're ready to start saving for your kids' future, and you know the sooner you start saving, the better, so compound interest can work on your side. So where should you start saving your money? Today we're going to talk about one of the most powerful financial vehicles on the market today for kids because of its flexibility, its stability, and its growth potential. And that would be an IUL, or what we also call an Index Universal Life. An IUL is most popular for kids because of its flexibility of use. Compared to other savings vehicles that really lock you in on what the money can be used for, with an IUL, it can be opened up for a child right after birth, as soon as they have a social security number, and the money that grows inside can be used for anything. It can be used to help them buy their first car, help them pay for college, help them pay for their first home, and yes, even pay for a wedding. And compared to other investment accounts for kids, IULs can't lose money due to a stock market downturn. Your money will grow indexed to the stock market up to a certain cap, which guarantees you a 0% floor when the market goes negative. So you have the opportunity to earn really good interest when the market does well without any downside risk of losing money. And because IULs are built on the chassis of life insurance, your child is instantly covered with hundreds of thousands of dollars of permanent life insurance with living benefits as an additional benefit, which means if the unspeakable were to happen and your child were to get severely injured or diagnosed with a life-threatening illness, you actually have access to the death benefit of that IUL while they are alive to pay for any unexpected medical expenses that could arise. And that life insurance gives your money one very unique, important additional feature, which means you have access to all the money growing inside the IUL 100% tax-free for anything that you need without paying any penalty. So what would one of these IUL accounts look like for your child? Well, let's assume that you had a brand new baby boy today, and you wanted to start saving $150 a month for him into an IUL policy. That could get him a $100,000 death benefit with living benefits. By the time he's 16, his cash value would have accumulated to approximately $41,000. I think that would probably be a nice, healthy down payment for him for a new car. By the time he's 21 and he's just about to graduate college, that IUL would accumulate to over $67,000 in cash value, which would definitely help him pay for some student loans. And by the time he's 26, if we're still saving $150 a month, he could have over $101,000 inside that account, which would be a nice, healthy down payment for maybe his first home. And if we continue to save until he's 35 years old, now you're looking at over $200,000 inside that account, and that would pay for a really nice wedding. And maybe at this point, this child takes over this account for themselves and starts to save their own $150 a month into their IUL, and they do that until they retire at age 65. He would be looking at a bucket of about $1.43 million, all tax-free. And if he chose to take that as almost like a pension income in retirement, it's estimated that could pay him a pension-like income stream of $121,000 every single year, tax-free, until he's 90. So to summarize everything, you and him would have put in $117,000 of after-tax money, and he could have withdrawn over $3 million tax-free in retirement. Okay, now all of that sounds great, but what if your baby isn't a baby anymore? What if your son is 5 years old? How could an IUL look for him? Let's take that same exact scenario. He's now 5 years old, and you're still saving $150 a month for him into an IUL, which would get him a $100,000 death benefit with living benefits. By the time he's 16, the IUL would have accumulated approximately $23,000, which again, still a pretty nice down payment for a car. By the time he's 21, you're looking at the IUL accumulating approximately $42,000, which would be a really nice amount of money to help him pay down some student loan debt. And by the time he's 26 and he's maybe thinking about buying his first house, you're looking at approximately $67,000 inside the IUL to help him do that. And by the time he's 35, if we're still saving $150 a month, he's looking at approximately $138,000 inside his IUL, which would pay for a really nice wedding. And if he continues to save until he's age 65, which is the average age for retirement today, he's looking at over $1,043,000 inside that account by the time he goes to retire. And if he chooses to take that as pension-like income in retirement until he's 90, that would pay him a tax-free pension of approximately $88,000 every single year in retirement. Now, this would mean over the years between your contributions and his, you would have contributed about $108,000 into this account, and he would have withdrawn over $2.2 million, all tax-free. Okay, I know there's two very drastic differences here. That's what we call the cost of waiting. And you know what they say, somebody is sitting in the shade today because somebody planted a tree yesterday. And the best time to plant a tree, if it's not yesterday, it's today. The key is just to get started. And then IUL just gives your kids options. It's something that can be used as their own personal bank as they grow and they mature, and can help them really accomplish any financial goals they have throughout the course of their life. The downside is they do have to get approved. The insurance companies will look into their age and their health history, and as long as they don't have any severe medical conditions, they can get approved in literally 1 hour or less. Now, make sure that you share this video with anyone you know that is a parent. If you want to learn any more about IULs for kids, I've linked 2 videos here so you can do a little bit more research. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another fresh idea about what to do with your money. See you next week on YouTube.